getting hot in here. It is. The reason it gets hot is because if the air was on, you'd hear it. It's super, super
the
loud.
AC is loud here.
So like when I get here, he's made it like
62.
8 degrees Celsius. And then by the time we're done, it's 58.
It's true.
Juice!
Hey, welcome back to our Stupid or Ecstasy. It's Corbin.
My nipples have melted
And
off.
you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter for juicy content. Thank you guys for posting on Patreon. So this is quick account and about Sneeze Squad. Bang! Follow us on our personal YouTube channel. It's linked in the description below. How you doing, Rick? Doing well?
I'm good. I'm getting hungry. Looking forward to seeing my mama later on tonight.
Oh, yeah?
And Ashley and Harrell's new dog is the biggest cuddler of any dog I've ever encountered in my life.
Oh, really?
He's not content with just cuddling up right next to you. He's got to have at least half of his meatloaf body because he is a thick, just chunk of meat. And he needs to have at least half of his body on you at all times. At all times. And if it's not, he paws at you, he readjusts his weight. He's really sweet. If you don't like cuddling with a dog, don't get around this dog because he is a cuddler. And if you want to see, go to Ashley's Instagram. There's pictures of Boston all over there.
Boston.
Yep.
Today we're actually doing a classic Telugu song. It's
Cool.
called...
Classic Telugu song.
Yeah.
It's called Vivaha Bhojanambu video song. Maya Bazaar 57. Wow. This song is from a 1957 Telugu movie. Maya Bazaar, translated Market of Illusions. That's a cool title. You've reacted to a different song from this movie already. The film's considered a landmark in both Telugu and Tamil cinema, with praise for its cast and technical aspects. It continues to have a lasting effect on the Telugu cinema and society, including adding few words to the Telugu vernacular. Wow. It has recently been added to textbooks in schools of Andhra Pradesh. Sir NTR, who played Lord Krishna for the first time in this movie, went on to do a reprise of the role 16 more times in other films. Despite the limitations of technology at the time, Marcus Bartley, the cinematographer, pulled off a lot of visual effects for the film using camera and light tricks. He was able to achieve the first illusion of moonlight in Indian cinema, morph the face of actress through the ripples in a pond, a lot of stop motion sequences. Take a glimpse of some of these in the song. The song is about the different kinds of food you'll see in a Telugu Tamil wedding. You will see SV Rangal Rao, SVR, enjoying the food, and you should watch the movie. It reminds me of something I saw, and it was really amazing. I was doing background work on a show 2 weeks ago. No, last week. And it's a sequence where these 3 girls come in and they're robbing the grocery store. And one of them gets shot. And as she's down on the ground, it's like this dream sequence because she's dying. And she sees somebody who's like an angel talking to her. And then the camera comes up to the top and does a spin so it looks like her coming out of her body. But in the sequence where she's on the ground bleeding out and she looks and she sees like this angel guy coming towards her, as they were filming it, the way they were getting the effect they wanted, the DP simply had a little flashlight. And all he was doing as he was going, he was moving the lens like this, and he would flare it a little bit from time to time in the lens.
That's cool.
Isn't that cool?
Old filmmaking.
So
tricks.
just an old filmmaking.
This is
trick
the other song.
that was colorized.
Yeah.
Yeah, I vividly remember it.
Yeah, great song. I remember that one.
Yep.
I remember really enjoying it. And so this one, I think it looks like it's in black and white.
Which obviously we prefer.
So let's just get into this bad boy. Fuzz.
I love it. That was great. For 1957, that was freaking great.
Is this guy playing Krishna?
I love old film.
Vivaha Bhojanambu. Vivaha Bhojanambu. Innaina Vantakambu. Iyala Vari Jindu. Okakku Nage Mundu. Vivaha
I was not expecting this.
ఇయాల మాది హిందూ
That was good.
ఔరౌర గాలిలల్ల అయ్యారే బూరెలిల్ల ఔరౌర గాలిలల్ల అయ్యారే బూరెలిల్ల ఓ కోరే హరిసలుల్ల ఇల్ల నాకే చెల్ల వివాహ భోజనంబు ఎదైన వంటకంబు ఇయాల మాది జిందు
This should be music that's played in every wedding when people go eat. This is the entry. Come eat. This is so great.
బలీరి లడ్డులందు పత్రేని పోని ఇందు బలీరి లడ్డులందు పత్రేని పోని ఇందు బలేజి లేపి ముందు
Yeah, jalebi.
ఇల్ల నాకే విందు వివాహ భోజనంబు ఎదైన వంటకంబు ఇయాల వంటకంబు మజారే అప్పడాలు పులిహోర తప్పడాలు మజారే అప్పడాలు పులిహోర తప్పడాలు వస్వారే పాయసాలు ఇల్ల నాకే చాలు వివాహ భోజనంబు ఎదైన వంటకంబు ఇయాల వంటకంబు
Oh. Gotta love stop motion in 1957. Old school movie effects. That was clearly closer to the.
so good.
It was almost like a pirate jig.
It was so good at
Like,
every level.
Obviously, the song was extremely fun. It was like not what I was expecting.
Not at all what I was expecting.
But then, obviously, the VFX that they were able to pull off with one
Phenomenal.
In 1957, obviously, it wasn't as easy as it is now.
No.
Because there's multiple things. Obviously, the one that I didn't actually know how they did was the food into the mouth. I'm still trying to figure out how exactly, because the other ones I can figure out, stop motion, or obviously the food was closer here, and they brought him, I think, far closer to the camera on the back end, and that made him look like he was growing.
Right.
But it's still so cool to see that old school filmmaking.
It is. I can't, just that alone, and based on what we were reading in the comment section prior, that was the precursor giving us kind of the context, I can't imagine people who are cinematographers don't know that cinematographer and that work.
Yeah.
Because that was spectacular. And Hemant, is that our subber for this?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for adding all of the little parenthetical statements that describe exactly what those things were.
Yeah, we wouldn't have known.
We would have never known.
There's only a few of those I recognize.
And not just us, but there's countless stupid babies who are going to see this and they're going to know what those things are and be taught some more about this, what these foods are. And that song and his jolly disposition and his facial expressions and the music quality, man, it's not as early back. I mean, it's 1957, but it reminded me of the way the scores sound in some of the Our Gang stuff, like all of the Little Rascal things, which is just, I can sit and watch Little Rascals forever. Same thing with old Laurel and Hardy. Right when sound started to become standard, it's got that, you know, it was put on a record, and then you put the little needle down, and it comes out the big speaker, and they put a microphone in front of the big speaker, and that's how they got the soundtrack for the film. So good.
Yeah.
So good.
I'd be interested in watching that film. It looks super
Absolutely
interesting.
want to see that
If it's
movie.
like a big classic that we should watch like during a classic month,
Oh,
I would be
would
very
love
interested
to see that film.
in watching something like that was so monumental to the industry. So
Yeah.
let us know, and if there's more songs, please let us know. That was fantastic.
Juice!